Hi everyone, welcome along. You know how I really like devices that have anything to do with home security, and to that end I've got one of my favourite manufacturers here, Escam, and it's another security camera. This one is their latest model. Let's take a look at it, shall we? The Escam. Here then is what comes in the box when you get it. A nice warning sticker. You get a UK power supply there, which you need if we're in the UK. You get an American one if you are in the US, okay? And you get the actual camera, of course, instructions, and a fixing kit here. You get a little weatherproofing connection here for if you're using a network cable. Because the network cable goes in there if you're using that, but obviously it's a wireless camera, so it's not needed. The actual power supply goes into this one here. So as you know, this is a IP camera, so you have to download the app. It's in the instructions, but that's the one there, the P6S Pro. Right, so what we do now is we'll press it open. You should get connecting here. Mine is now online. Let's see what we got. I've got it pointing in the kitchen. I'll get myself in it. Ah, there we are. I'm actually in it. There's yours truly. Now the app is a little bit difficult. I'm not going to go through it all, but just follow the instructions exactly and you will get it to work fine. It took me 10 minutes or so to get this one dead right, but once I've got there, this is the finished product. Really good. Looks pretty crisp, doesn't it? There's lots of things on here which I'll show you now. So there's lots of little parts on the bottom there. We're looking at just one camera, but it will take obviously 4, 8, you know, loads and loads of cameras, and you can select it. It will cut the screen into 4. If I push that one to 4, it should cut me in 4, which it's done. But as I haven't got 3 other cameras, there's no use doing that one. I've just got the one. I guess the most interesting ones are when you push the little button here and you get all these come up to set your camera up. There's quite a lot of good things in this. There's my device, so if you had more than one camera it would come up. The live view, which we've just been looking at, which is me. The playback view from recordings that have been done, made. The alarm settings, okay, that's a pretty useful one. Set alarm down there, you can set it up to whatever you want. Files that have been recorded. Here's some of the ones that have been recorded while we had it on. So look at that. I've done this one earlier. Okay, so we go back on that. And we go back to favourites. There's a demo there. Doing demos of recordings done with this camera. Back. And an important one, probably the settings, I would say. So I've just found out what this one here means, PDZ, and if I look at the screen there, you can actually zoom in on what you're focusing on. Just me. I know that's quite horrible looking at me, but there we are. And that's good to have a little bit of zoom on there, isn't it? Never usually see that before. That is very handy. Well, this one to me is the very important one, the most important one of all, which is what a security camera is about, isn't it really? This is the one to apply our alarm setting, motion detection and the sensitivity, trigger an email, trigger an FTP. I think this is the most important part of any camera, apart from the fact it's got to work properly. This seems pretty good. So one I really like on here is the detection area. I really like that one because you can push that. And there's me again talking to you. And you can see the squares where we can actually line up the actual detection area that we want to fire off to get those false alarms that you get with a lot of these cameras reduced. And I think that is a great idea. One other thing I like about this camera is that it takes a TF card in there, up to 128. And you just undo the 2 screws, one there, pull the front out and you'll see a little slot for the card to go in. It's a little small card. If I show you on the diagram here, rather than taking it all out again, it's pretty easy and you can see it there. install the micro SD card. That's good then, because you can actually put this on your PC, and you can obviously then watch anything that's been recorded on the SD card, which is kind of a really good backup, isn't it? So I like that idea. I will just play you a recording that's been done onto the SD card where there's an activation. So I'll just show me there I am moving about earlier on in front of the screen, and if you go to this, you should finally get your date and times there. Okay, and start playback there. So it's all pretty easy stuff and quite clever. There I go. Well, I think the next test is to go on to the night vision settings and see how well it does at night. After all, this is a night security camera as well. Let's get out in the dark now. I've got to wait for a little while. It's still daylight. And once it does, we'll give it a test in the darkness, see how we get on. Here we are then with the nighttime view. I just stood the camera in my front room and turned all the lights off. Better than going outside. And as you can see, it's very good in the pitch black, which it is in there at the moment. Look at that. See everything. There you have it then. The latest model from Escam. As you can gather, I really like it. Security is something we've got to take seriously these days, isn't it, around our properties. And what better way than one of these. Cheap and do the job for not a lot of money. Okay, well that's about it from me. All my videos are going to go usual place, Derriton 33. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.